Hi guys, it's Kamil here, and I'm coming to you with the first out of two top 5 videos that I prepared for you. There will be honorable mentions in each of those, so you will have a bit more recommendations than ranked top 5 books. That's why this video, the best non-fiction books that I've read in 2017, will be kicked off with honorable mentions. All of those books not only taught me and opened my eyes to the mechanism of processes all around us, but also evoked deep emotional and intellectual reflection. Starting from first honorable mention. Boom! And the weak suffer what they must. Europe's Crisis and America's Economic Future by Yanis Varoufakis. Yanis Varoufakis is a Greek economist, most well known from being a finance minister that resigned when forced to accept EU austerity program for Greece. If you want to understand Euro crisis and European monetary system and its weaknesses, pick up this one, definitely. Great historical spectrum and clear explanation of European fiscal policy, or should I say the lack of it. This is the book for you. The next one, Planet of Slums by Mike Davis. Urbanization at its most wicked form, slums. Mike Davis' impressive research on third world booming cities, greatly researched with intelligently explained factors behind those cities' failure. The next one, Utopia for Realists and How We Can Get There by Rutger Bregman. Rutger Bregman, 20 years old Dutch historian, makes his argument here starting from reminding us that if we didn't dream, we wouldn't move civilization forward. And that those dreams from the past did come true. Then, as a proper scientist, he looks for and delivers logical arguments to explain why universal basic income, universal meaning for all, could actually work. The last one in honorable mentions, The Return, Father, Son and the Land in Between by Hisham Mattar. Hisham Mattar, son of Libyan political dissident, writes a memoir of his father and the family stigmatized by his father's disappearance. It's as well written as informative, and it's greatly based in Libyan history. It's also very moving. Pulitzer Prize in 2017. And time has come for top 5 non-fiction books of 2017. And number 5, Hostage by Guy Delisle. Non-fiction in graphic form by the master of this medium, Guy Delisle. It's a story of kidnapping of Christopher André, a young Frenchman who was working as an administrator for Doctors Without Borders in Ingushetia in North Caucasus. Delisle captures you on every page of this story, which is even more impressive, taking into account that most of it happens in one single room, and there's only Christopher André and his thoughts as a leading force of this story. Number 4, Stalin, New Biography of the Dictator by Oleg Khlevniuk. Gripping, based on newly unclassified documents, biography of Stalin. Reads like a crime story, which in essence Stalin life was. Highly recommended. Number 3, Little History of Religion by Rutger Holloway. Rutger Holloway introduces history of religion with such an ease and clarity that one can only applaud him for it. From its very beginnings as a response to the mystery of death to the most modern religious movements, from its greatest almost art-like qualities to violence it brings. There's hardly any place when he didn't make me nod my head with pleasure. Brilliant, intertwined, complex history of a construct so many people are willing to die for. Strongly recommended for everybody. Number 2, Voices from Chernobyl, The Oral History of Nuclear Disaster by Svetlana Alexievich. Svetlana Alexievich describes world post-Chernobyl, almost forgotten by most of us, catastrophe that is still a living nightmare for thousands of Belarusians. It's calculated that 7 million people were affected by it in Belarus. Alexievich, with a brilliant, heart-wrenching narration, recalls numerous testimonies of those affected by the catastrophe, trying to build a picture of a country cursed by Chernobyl. Brilliant and heart-wrenching. And sorry, I have way too much fun with it. And number one is Evicted, Poverty and Profit in the American City by Matthew Desmond. Examination of housing problems in USA through its booming eviction business that destroys the lives of thousands of families, pushing them farther and farther on the margins of the society. Matthew Desmond pictures not only the absurdity of social policies, injustice of judicial system, but also proposes a solution of how to change this inhuman situation. Written through stories of couple of families, reads like the best reportage that breaks your heart and opens your eyes. Okay guys, that's it. Please let me know what were your outstanding reads in non-fiction category, and I'll get to you soon with fiction list. Have a great New Year's Eve. Bye bye.